Did you know that there are different levels of wealth? Knowing where you are is important, as each one will open up new opportunities for you to grow your net worth and step into the rich life. We're going to be exploring the 7 levels of wealth in this video. So stay tuned and watch until the end to find out where you are and what you need to do to start climbing the wealth ladder. Use this video to help you identify just which stage you're at so that you can celebrate how far you've come and set your sights on the next level up. Welcome back to Lifestyle Billionaire Club, where future millionaires and the new rich come for inspiration and education on how to reach their goals, build true wealth, and learn to keep it. This channel isn't for the lazy, so if you aren't here to get inspired, you may as well leave now. But if you're a connoisseur of the good life, welcome. You found your home. And before we get into today's video, if you're dedicated to hitting your next level and continuing to learn and grow, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications. And if you get value out of today's video, share it with friends, because remember, getting rich is more fun together. So let's get into it, shall we? Each different level of wealth has its own set of benefits, problems, and options. It's important to know where you currently are so that you know what you need to do and what to expect when you start rising through the levels. We want you to be prepared on your journey to riches. This is a time to be realistic and honest about your starting point. From here, you'll be able to recognize and deal with any problems that occur, and you'll know the steps you need to take to raise your wealth. Let's take an in-depth look. All of us begin at level 1, financially dependent. We're dependent on our parents or others for everything, and even if you're born into a wealthy family and have money invested for your future, you're still not going to be able to access it quite yet. It's at this level where many of your thoughts and beliefs about money and wealth are formed, and these can really impact on your ability to move up to different levels of wealth. So educate yourself about money and wealth now. It's time for you to start seeing wealth creation as something that's possible for yourself. Start by focusing on yourself and what you can do so that you can make better decisions about how to make, spend, and build your money. We live in a world of possibilities if you can open your eyes to it, as well as financial dependency being our starting point. Level 1 is also somewhere that we may fall back into in adulthood. It's where we're dependent on the state or on family to support us in times of difficulty. This will be a very insecure place. You'll likely spend a lot of time thinking about money, wondering how to bring it in, and probably where your next meal is coming from. It's a place of anxiety and fear, and it can be difficult to break out of, not just because of the situation, but because of how you feel about yourself and your prospects. Make sure that you get the help that you're entitled to financially, and any help or support that will enable you to get into a more stable position. You can do this. Let's look at level 2, struggling financially. You're bringing in money, but it's not always possible to make ends meet. It's likely you don't have much money, and if any, left at the end of the month, next to no savings, possible debt, no investments. You're not even thinking about next month, let alone next year or your retirement. It's not easy to move from this level to the next one because you'll be trying to balance time, energy, and outgoing. You're going to have money worries, and these will take up a lot of your mental and emotional space. Some of the things you can do are to ensure that you don't rack up any debt, if possible. If you have any debt, you pay it at a rate you can afford and look for better paid work as your skills improve. It is possible to begin building a more financially stable foundation from here. Build your support network around you, find out about help you can receive, track your progress, and don't fall into the trap of listening into your fears. You can move from struggling to stable in one job move at the right time. Let's see level 3, financially stable. After struggling, stability is a dream. This is where your income is more predictable and above the standard living wage. Your life is more comfortable, you can spend money on some entertainment and hobbies and the occasional holiday. If you're more careful, and if you want to build your wealth, then you will be, you can look for opportunities to invest your sum of money and start to build assets such as investing in stocks. You can look for ways to increase your wealth as well as your wage. If you lost your job, it wouldn't be a complete disaster because your emergency savings would see you through for up to 6 months at your current lifestyle. If this happens, it could be an opportunity to look for something better paid or more fulfilling. Whatever you choose, you'll need to work, or you'll find yourself falling back to level 2 or even level 1. You don't want that. Being financially stable frees you up from the worry of money to an extent. You'll still need to plan, You'll still need to bring money in, but you know that this level is reachable. And that's something you don't always believe or know at levels 1 and 2. Now, level 4, financially secure. Being financially secure is enough for a lot of people. You'll likely have around 12 months of emergency savings at your current lifestyle. At this stage, you need to be looking to build your assets and investments. Building wealth doesn't just mean that you make money. Your money can start to work for you too. At this level, your options will be opening up. You could choose to take time off work to invest in yourself. You can look for more meaningful work, and your mind will be free from most money worries. As we mentioned, a lot of people are happy at this stage. It's enough for them as it's possible to gain a good work-life balance, and you'll be able to start investing in your children's futures now too. It sounds good, doesn't it? That's because it is good. If you're enjoying hearing about the 7 levels of wealth, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. If any of your friends need to hear this, share it with them. It could change their lives. Let's now take a look at level 5, financially independent. This is the holy grail. Work is optional, but possibly preferred. Your investments will be bringing in enough money to provide a comfortable income for you at the lifestyle you want. You're not going to worry about unexpected financial hits because you have multiple investments and assets that you can access. Your retirement is secure. Investments for your family are secure. You can have a good quality of life with lots of choices. You can choose work that you enjoy, or you can choose not to work, depending on what standard of living you want. This is where fulfillment becomes paramount. You've reached the goal of financial independence. Now, what's next? When money stops being the goal and the driver, you'll need to start looking elsewhere to gain fulfillment, especially if you've been focused on the goal rather than the journey. It's time to start asking yourself some questions. What can you do to help others? Is there a cause that's close to your heart? Do you have any burning desires to fulfill? How can you contribute? These are important questions to ask yourself as they'll add to your quality of life. Now, at level 6, financially abundant, you'll have more money flowing in than you can spend. Your quality of life is amazing. You'll be more concerned about spending money to save time so that you can spend your time doing things that are meaningful and enjoyable for you, your family, and anyone else you choose to have around you. This is a completely different level of living. You can retire and not think about money again, as you have people handling it for you. Now that you're completely free, what do you want to do? Level 7, financial legacy. This is where wealth reaches dizzying heights. It's the kind of wealth that you can build so that it's passed from generation to generation. You'll have more money than you and your family will ever need. Within this level of wealth are other levels. From maintaining and building on your first few millions to ensuring the continuity, growth, and safekeeping of the next ones. With this kind of wealth comes power and influence, the opportunity to contribute positively to the world, as well as do pretty much as you want. The possibilities are endless, and your wealth is secured for generations to come. You've built a legacy. The 7 levels of wealth show us what we can expect to feel, focus on, and achieve at each level. We can also see that there comes a point where money worries stop being an issue for people. And it's this point at the least that you should strive to achieve. How about you? Which level of wealth do you want to rise to? Where do you find yourself right now? Let us know in the comments below. Remember to enjoy the journey while moving through the levels of wealth. Feel the sense of achievement and recognize the opportunities that become available as you build the foundations for your financial security. We'll see you on the next one and keep helping you build on your path to wealth. Thanks for watching and check out the next video. As always, remember to subscribe and turn on post notifications.